Hi, welcome to the Scribe Studio. My name is Mark Walker and I'm here with Josh Solomon.
How you doing, Mark?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming in again, Josh. In this video, we're going to be talking with Josh about the FileStream Connector, which is a new connector on the Scribe Online platform that Josh has been closely involved with. He's going to walk us through the use case and also give us a demonstration.
Yep.
So starting off, what is the FileStream Connector and why would somebody want to use it?
Well, the FileStream Connector allows you to take files off of a drive within a Windows system or a Windows share, any file that's accessible, to a local Scribe Online agent. So an on-premise Scribe Online agent is required with this FileStream Connector, and that agent will be able to grab files such as PDF files, doc files, any information that you want to insert into your database, into a binary field.
So this would be things that, make a distinction between attachments that are in a database. These are not actually attachments. These are files that are sitting on a disk.
Exactly.
At the operating system level.
Exactly. And with our Insight product, we had a number of adapters that allowed that. They had virtual fields that allowed you to map a file path to that field, and then the adapter would then go to the local file system, grab that file, stream it into a bit stream, a binary stream, and insert it into the database. But we don't have that feature within Scribe Online.
All right, so why don't you give us a look at it?
Okay, so what we have is, it really is just a connector. We install it with an on-premise agent, so you do need an on-premise agent. I'm going to go into my solution, and you can see that I have a number of sample maps already created. I'm going to create a new map. So that we're going to insert files, and what I'll do is I will choose my MySQL connection. Here it is, and I'll choose that MySQL connection as a source and as a target here. One of the things that this connector does require is that you have access to understand where the data, where the files are located, and those files are located in a file storage table, and so this table tells us where those files are. So what I've done is I've created a query. I've chosen an entity called file storage, and what I'll do is real quickly we'll go over to my MySQL database. I have a table called file storage. And within this table, I have a couple of files, some files that are associated with our sample ERP system. But you can see that the data table also describes where that file is located. So it's akin to having an attachment in your database. So older legacy systems such as ACT or Goldmine, they would reference attachments in this way.
Right. They didn't bind the binary file, into the database. I left them on the disk.
Right, but they had a reference to it, so a user could pull it up via a local reference.
So this storage table we're looking at right here, this doesn't store the files. It's just that if you could point out again that second column there, no, the one to just the left of that, that has the name of the file, and then the third column has what its location is. Right,
and you can see that I have an additional column here for data, but the column is empty, so there's no actual data. This is a binary column that we're going to populate using this connector.
Okay, so that's why you connected to this as the source and the target.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is the use case is you've got a legacy data system that stores attachments in this manner, but you want to move that data into a binary format so that it's now mobile and you can use it elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay, so I've used my query block. I'm going to, for each item, what I want to do is utilize our multi-target feature and add the FileStream Connector as one of my targets. So when I do that, my FileStream Connector has a create step. Now this create step is really a step that goes out, it accepts the file path, and then presents you with the file stream data for the binary data that goes into the system. And then when we're done with that, we're going to go back to our source system and we're going to update that file, that record with the binary data. Okay, so when we do a create step here, we're going to choose the file entity. It's the only entity available in the FileStream Connector. and what we'll do is we will map data. We see that we have two fields. One field is the file path, and one field is the file data. Now that file path needs to be the entire path, so what we'll do is we'll drag the file path from our source data set, and we will go into it, and we will also append to it the file name. So now we have file path and file name. We're telling the FileStream connector where to go and locate this file. And that connector, when this step is executed, is going to go to this location. It's going to grab that file, it's going to stream it into a byte array, and it's going to populate this field for you. So that on your next step, whether this be a create or an insert into another system such as Salesforce attachments or content, on your next item, what you'll do is you will then take the result step, the result from this file, take the file data, and you will map it to the byte array field.
So that's the binary information.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what you get here in the result for that FileStream file create is the binary data that you can now use to map to any binary field in any system that's available through Scribe Online.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the basic mapping. We can see that I already have one here. Again, we're querying out of our storage table. We're appending the binary data using the same mapping, and then we're going to update that file storage again. So what I'll do is I'll come over here, and we will run this map. You saw that I had that one map checked. And now that it's done, we can see that we can go into our MySQL database. We can refresh the table view, and we can see that the binary form of each of these files is now inserted into my database. Now, with MySQL, I can actually take and export that information, but you can see that the binary data is now available for me to start moving around within the Scribe Online world. One more thing we want to talk about is actual connections. We have here our file storage connection. That's the wrong one. Let's go here to our FileStream connector. The only connection information required by this connector is the path, the root path of where you want all of that data to be available. So you may have a directory on your network that has all of your PDFs, docs, a list of things that you want to be available for Scribe Online to use, and you would put that root folder path right here in your connection.
Okay.
So that's the FileStream connector. Again, it's not generally available. You can contact pre-sales at scribesoft.com, and we will give you the connector. It's not available in our marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a connector that we built for a specific customer project, but we thought it would be helpful if other people knew about it, and we'll make it available to them upon request if they want to use it. So you can get in touch with your sales representative at Scribe, and they can get in touch with somebody on our pre-sales team, and we could get you access to this connector if you want to use it.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Well, Josh, great. Thanks a lot for helping us out.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
Well, hope you join us another time for more tips and tricks from our Scribe experts.